What's going on, Shady people? ShadyPenguinn here, back with another live Pokemon OU Wifi battle today against subscribers. Let's follow on Twitter. Before we get started, if you can, please show some shady love to that like button right below this video. Seriously, your support on this channel means so much to me, and the more you guys like these videos, the more I know, hey, these guys like these videos, so let's bring more of them. So we have another Wi-Fi battle today. We are doing OU, our final OU battle with this team. You'll see on your screen. Slick's Twitter link is in the description, by the way. We got Pringles out my zone, Lipton Daily, Redhead, Slowdown, and Near. Slowdown still does not have the rough skin, but it's not that big of a deal since it is a Mega Garchomp. It does Mega Evolve, and so it's really only a turn 1 disadvantage. So we're going to go ahead. You guys let me know in the comment section. Hey! Who's the MVP? Who's it going to be? Who you cheering for? Who's your number one? Who's your darling morning sun? Hashtag boss. We just choose one. Let me know before the battle starts if it's the MVP, and we'll see if you're right. But who gets the most kills and who does the most work? Let's see what Slick is bringing. Slick Rick, Mr. Knick Knack, Paddywhack. I don't know. Ooh, he's got a guard. Oh, he got a zoom roll. Ooh. It's time to pay the piper, the fairy piper. That's what we're calling this episode right there. Hopefully I remember because I like that title. A zoom roll is going to be a huge problem for us. He also has an electric immunity. He's got the dragon immunity. Common weaknesses, though, is the earthquake. He does have 3 Pokemon weak to earthquake, which means my Garchomp can have a little fun with this team. He definitely can, especially if he sets up the sand. It's all about who he opens with. I'm actually going to open up with my Garchomp, which I know is extremely risky, but I'm kind of hoping he sets up the sand right away. I'm hoping that, judging by his team, his Tyranitar is a Stealth Rocker, and that his Manectric is his Mega. So, Garchomp, slow down. Could have some fun if we slow down and think about our moves very carefully. The opening leads are going to determine how this battle really goes. If he doesn't open up Tyranitar, even the Manectric is a problem because it has HP Ice. Opens up with Hulk. Hulk the Tyranitar! I knew he'd want to get that stand up. That is great for us because we're going to be able to take advantage of our Garchomp's ability. Our Mega Garchomp's ability. And we can get, unless his, okay, here's the only thing. It's possible that his Bisharp will have the air balloon. It's very possible looking at the weaknesses on his team, but I'm just going to straight up go for the Earthquake, and boy am I glad I did because his Tyranitar stayed in. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad I didn't predict the Dragon Claw. I am so glad. We're going to get a stab base 170 super effective hit off on Hulk, and I know you're the Hulk, but you're... Oh! He gets his rocks up. All right. Well, with that knowledge, and me really not thinking he's going to go into a Zoom Roll, I'm going to go ahead and go for a Dragon Claw. Because I do think that if his Bisharp does have the Air Balloon, he's going to either switch out into it. Okay, nope, he just stays in as I get the Dragon Claw off and take out Hulk. So we have an early lead in this match, but now we're not looking too hot because my opponent can come in with just about, he has two or three options. If his Garchomp is Scarfed, he can come in with that. He can come in with the Mega Manectric, go for the HP Ice. Goes out to Captain America, which is his own Garchomp. Now, I'm really curious if his Garchomp can kill me. I'm max HP. You know what? I'm not going to damage calc it. I want to learn. I want to learn if this thing will kill me. I'm going to go for the Dragon Claw here because I can kill it. I know I can one-shot this thing in the sand. I think. Captain America is going to use Dragon Claw. He really does look like Captain America. That's a great nickname. I'm going to live on 65 and get a Dragon Claw off on my own. No need to predict at this battle because I am going to get 2 Pokemon killed right away. And I know that means, hey, this is going to be a really fast battle, Shady. But that, I want you guys to know that sometimes you don't need to think too much. Don't overthink it. Just go in with your gut. You don't always have to be switchy McSwitch. Although, a lot of times that's really good. Now here, I know I outspeed, and I think I can take an Aqua Jet because I'm max HP. I do kind of want to rest, but in case he belly drums, I am just going to go for the EQ. So Slowdown is really just going to halt this battle in its tracks. I'm going to get an EQ off in the sand. And that, oh my gosh. Went for the play rough. He does land it. Garchomp is going to go down, but essentially took out 3 Pokemon. My goodness, what a monster. All because of that lead. Lead prediction. I'm not paying any Piper because this is Zoom Roll's almost dead. I can actually, I can do a bunch of things here. I'm going to opt to go on to Lipton Daily. Because if he goes for an Aqua Jet, so be it. Now, my question is he going to go for the Aqua Jet? It's not worth the risk for me to do that. I'm just going to go for the Mach Punch. I know he'll add speed if he goes for the Aqua Jet, but I don't want to predict the play rough and go for, I don't want to predict the Aqua Jet and go for a bulk up and let the sand kill him. I'd much rather just go ahead, go for the Mach Punch, make sure I take him out, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. But because I outsped, I'm pretty sure that I actually made the right play. It's a crit! Yeah. I'm pretty sure I made the right play. So Sandstorm is going to subside here. My opponent only has 3 Pokemon left at this point. Short battle makes short battle, and that's literally just because of the straight up power of Garchomp. Now, here I am going to go for a knockoff because I don't want any weakness policy stuff happening or any leftovers or anything like that. Volcarona is a huge threat, and this battle is not over by any means. Volcarona is a huge threat. I expect to see the weakness policy getting knocked off or the leftovers. It's the leftovers, and that crit was huge. That crit was absolutely huge. I'm just going to stay in with Lifton Daily. I could just keep going for neutral knockoffs. He is going to roost up. Okay, that's a little bit of a problem. That's definitely a problem. I have to go out into something that can hit this thing really hard. Of which I don't think I have anything. Oh no. Alright. How can I do this? How can I do this? How can I do this? I think I have to go into Pringles. Oh, he has Giga Drain though. He's gonna have Giga Drain. I'm gonna go into Pringles hoping that he goes for another Quiver Dance. I don't think Pringles will take a +2 Quiver Dance. The only way I can win this is if he thinks I'm gonna go for a Scald and he gets greedy and he doesn't go for the Giga Drain and he goes for another Quiver Dance. Then maybe I can live. Maybe I'll live and I'll land a Toxic, and I'll have to Toxic stall this thing out somehow. Oh my goodness, the comeback. Volcarona is so beautiful when there's no rocks up on the field. Volcarona is such a deadly threat. He goes straight for the Bug Buzz. No Giga Drain, but this is +2 stab. I don't think I can live. Eat it up! And oh yeah, because he's got Roost, Quiver Dance, Bug Buzz, and then probably a Fire type move. So Pringles kind of walls this thing. I really wanted to get the Toxic off though, I'm not gonna lie. Now that he sees me going for Toxic, he might switch out. I'm just gonna go for a Scald. I know he's set up, but he knows that oh nope, he goes for Fire Dance, never mind. I'm gonna resist that just as much as Bug Buzz, my friend. Bug Buzz is actually gonna do more. Pringles is gonna go for a Scald. I mean, he's at +2 special defense. This is probably not gonna do much. That does not do much at all. I just didn't want to go for another Toxic and have him go out into the Bisharp, but I have to get a Toxic off on this thing. There's no other way I'm going to wear this bug out. So Squish. Squish is going to set up a Quiver Dance as I go for a Toxic, so he's not going anywhere anytime soon, but I do have Recover, so even though this is going to turn into a bit of a stall portion of the battle, the rest of the battle has been so fast, and my opponent has to try to claws his way back from such a low deficit. And Volcarona would be the one to do that with. Honestly, Volcarona would be the one to do that with. Now, I know I'm going to be forcing a Roost very soon. So I could... No, you know what? No. We're just going to stay in. We're just going to go for the Scald. We're just going to go for the new for the stab super effective Scald. Even if he has that +3 special defense, we got to wear him down somehow. I was thinking about going out into my Latios and getting a Psyshock off, but if he goes for the Bug Buzz on that predicted switch, that is a dead Latios, and that could literally, that could be huge. That could be really bad. I do think he is going to go for... I don't think he's going to go for Bug Buzz anymore because he switched to Fiery Dance. I got to see one more attack from him before I make any decisions. The Toxic damage is going to add up to the point where a Psyshock from my Latios will kill. Then again, he is going to be faster than my Latios because he's at +3 speed. So this could end very, very poorly. We will get a Scald off here. Maybe we can snag a crit and break through these defenses at some point. That would be fantastic because that would do a good chunk of damage. Seeing at how much it's doing at +3 defense, I'm sure it'll do a great deal if it gets a crit. So here we're going to force another Roost, most likely. I'm getting lightheaded from all the talk I'm doing. Ooh, he does actually just opt to go for the Bug Buzz, not wanting to play the stall game anymore. Impatience can be the end of a battle, but realistically, I don't think he would win this stall war anyway, because I could go for a Recover at any time. The Toxic is going to take him out, and he is most likely going to switch out into his Manectric at this point in time. He's going to go out into Manectric, and it makes the most sense to do so. So there. There. Very, I guess you'd say short-ish battle, but you guys kind of like short videos sometimes, you know? Sometimes you don't. The Fonz, that is a great nickname for a Manectric. I don't think this Manectric can set up at all, and I'm just going to let my I'm going to let Pringles get eaten right now. Pringles are nice, they're delicious, my opponent can enjoy them. It's okay. I wasn't going to eat them anyway, I'm kind of full from dinner. So even though I haven't even, the last thing I ate was breakfast, I don't know why I said dinner. He's actually going to Volt Switch to take Pringles out and also get the heck out of there with his Manectric so he could possibly intimidate another thing on my team. His last Pokemon, though, is the Bisharp. We're going to have to pay attention and see if he does have the Air Balloon or not. Not that it matters because our Garchomp is gone, which was our only ground stab. I believe I also let my Conkeldurr die, which maybe was not the smartest thing in the world. Oh, I didn't let my Conk die, so I was smarter. But that's why he saved his Manectric so that he could possibly go ahead and intimidate me as I go for a Drain Punch. But like I said, I'm going to go for a Drain Punch, and that is going to hurt anything. Even if he decides to switch out and get Intimidate off, it's going to be a lot. He does pack the Psycho Cut on the Bisharp. Really, really solid, but I am going to be able to Drain Punch to get all of my HP right back because Bisharp is 4 times weak to fighting, and that's the flaw of Bisharp. Loki, that's a great nickname. Oh my gosh, that is perfect. I love it. I love it. I love it. So Loki is going to go down to the Drain Punch, times 4 effective as I get my HP back. Despite the Life Orb that my opponent had, Psycho Cut was just not going to cut it. Psycho Cut was not going to cut it. Ah! I'm glad we didn't have to pay the Piper today. I'm glad this team still did pretty good in OU. Thankfully, Fairy is the one type that it really doesn't matter if you have multiple weaknesses to it, because there's really not that many. I mean, Azumarill is common, but it's also slow. There's no fast fairies in OU that kind of deal with you. So I'm okay. I'm okay with having a, if there's any type that I want to be 4 times weak to, it would be Fairy. Here I'm just going to get a Mach Punch off just to get a little more damage off because I think a Thunderbolt is going to take my Liftendale out. Liftendale! Because she wants to be the very best. She wants to be buff. Thunderbolt is, it should take me out. I'll be upset if it doesn't. It is going to take me out. Liftendale is going to have to wait to lift some more because this is the last battle with this team. And at this point, as always, let's go ahead and finish things up with RedHead, the Weavile. I do believe that Mega Manectric outspeeds me, though, so I am going to have to go for the Ice Shard. But with the Life Orb and with the Fonz being pretty frail... So he has the Protect instead of the Flamethrower or instead of the HP Ice? Probably instead of the HP Ice. I will go for the Ice Shard here just to see how much it does. I use Protecting on the off chance I had a Fake Out, but I don't need Fake Out when I got RedHead in the building. So that's going to be a pretty fast battle, but like I wanted you guys to see, sometimes your lead prediction can just shift the whole tide of the battle. I think that if I would have led with someone else, that battle could have gone much worse. I had to get in there fast and get in there good in order to win that one. So it was a fun battle, Slick. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe. I upload videos every day. I have no life. You guys are my life. Yeah. Have yourselves a good day, but above all else, keep it shady.